And then now my stuff's all acting up.
No, like we had the whole thing going too, so I was like, yeah, we're here, you know. So then it's like, oh yeah, now everybody's just gonna go, oh, I'm unable to answer the call right now. Please leave a message after the beep. I'll be like, beep. I'll be like, this is supposed to be like the greatest introduction ever. This is supposed to be, what's up, guys? This is the Nara WrestleCast for everything WWE. We have all the predictions in the world that we can think of right now because we're covering WrestleMania topics. It is right here. It is around the corner. And we are right here. And this time, this boy better start coming into this party before we start the entire thing again early as is. So I want to jump right away to the topic about what we already said before we began recording, right? So like we said, that Judgment Day is facing a lot of leadership problems. And I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, okay, Rhea Ripley is doing her thing with Becky Lynch. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen right there is that Nia Jax is probably going to interfere, try to, and then try to get things situated to where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get involved again, but let me make this a triple threat match.
Can we talk about her from a female perspective? I'm just going to say her hair is giving me so much ick right now, Nia Jax. It's a curl.
Are we doing hair products right now in this cast?
I'm sorry.
Are you serious, my brother?
I can't watch her.
Oh my god.
I
mean, we could totally botch.
Oh my god, man. I'm sorry. I had to say something.
I mean, listen.
Talked about. It is a problem.
So it's it's already as is. It's already excuses to the brim, right? So mind you, I already know for a fact that if she was to basically face Rhea Ripley in WrestleMania instead, if she was to face Becky Lynch instead of Rhea Ripley in WrestleMania instead, then she would have just did what she did back at her hometown and humiliated Rhea Ripley. But no, she came on top. She knew what she was doing better. And then Rhea Ripley deserved an Australian ass whooping to the Samoan.
I guess. I mean, I feel like anybody is her match. Same thing with Nia Jax. It is the newcomer.
Now,
I'm gonna botch her last name.
I swear to God, you start doing that right now, and I'm going to look at you and say, how dare you?
I'm sorry. She was just brought on last week.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we talking about Jade Cargill?
Yes, we are. We're talking about Jade Cargill.
Cargill, goddammit.
Are you serious, my brother?
That was speech, damn it.
Listen, it's not my fault that my man decided to go and say oh yeah, I'm going to plant another one inside you.
Oh my god. Well, I'm just ignoring it. I'm pretending to go with this right now. But anyway.
No, but I'll say this, right? Because of
nature.
So think of it this way. Yes, I do like the appearance of her as the female Storm, right? So then, mind you, I look at it now as okay, is it going to be the brand new Hurt Business faction? So I'll say it like this, right? So it's like I said before, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits have been fighting the New Testament for God knows how long.
Yes.
So if Jade Cargill was helping Bianca Belair and Naomi, you would think that in this case of faction, they would combine forces to make sure that Scarlett doesn't interfere with any of their matches whatsoever, and then Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits will win profitably like that very easily.
Yeah, but they also have B-Fab.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that B-Fab's in there. I was like, what happened? What?
She doesn't even compete then. She doesn't even compete. So of course you forget about her.
Right, but that's what I'm trying to figure out, though. Because if B-Fab... That's my question for, the past month already. If B-Fab isn't competing, What happened with her and Hit Row?
Wait, one more time. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. I was saying that, like, because she's not competing anymore since the past month, what happened with her and Hit Row?
Maybe it just didn't work out. Because Hit Row hasn't competed either.
I was gonna say
And they weren't invited to join Bobby Lashley.
that was crazy too.
So you know what? I mean, this is an unpopular opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think that as a tag team, Angelo Dawkins and oh my god, why am I drawing a blank on his name now?
Montez Ford.
Montez Ford. I think like Montez Ford would be better off alone.
Why you say that?
Bobby Lashley and Antonio Dawkins would dominate in the tag. It's just It's just, I feel like it just doesn't work. I'm watching their matches. Whenever they lose, it's never any fault of anyone. But it's just I see him as a better competitor. I feel like Bobby Lashley and Dawkins would dominate because they're both heavy hitters. That might be where it's headed. Who knows?
Well, think of it this way too. We cannot ignore how Montez Ford is actually handling his stuff too. Think about it this way. He is athletically incredible, and he's a heavy hitter and a speed attacker. With all his athleticism and all the crazy stunts that he's been doing in the past years that we watched him, he's been becoming the most intellectual superstar than anything else.
Absolutely. And he doesn't change anything about himself either.
No, of course not.
Dawkins, you could see his whole outfit's changed since joining up with Bobby Lashley. And I could just see a whole change in him as a whole as well, in the way he's going.
I can see that too, because them in business suits, I'll be like, ooh, this is the new faction group of Men in Black, if you think about it.
Not even just that. Look at what happened when the New Testament got involved on the screen last week. He just left Montez by himself in the ring, and that's why they lost.
Oh boy, yeah, that's probably it too. Because when I think about it this way, it's like the New Testament and the Street Profits are probably going to be the heavy hitting kickoff for WrestleMania. If you think about it this way, they would tell them this will be our last battleground, and I already know for a fact that that's not going to be their last battle. Because if you got Five and Ford, right, with the Street Profits, they're gonna be freaking hitting them to the extreme, and I'm talking about heavy punches, roll barrel shoulder tackles, and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
It's gonna be a whirlwind. I could just see it right now. I could see one of them flying in the air for no more than 5 seconds, and then boom to the freaking ring.
Oh, like I said, absolutely. But I just been noticing a lot of different tag team are doing. I don't know. I just don't understand what's going on right now with the tag team faction.
So if you
DIY, take it for this. Before we got on here, I was rewatching the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, he is good on his own. There's a lot of people that are good on their own. You saw R-Truth, when the Judgment Day all went after him, he took on 3 at one time.
Oh, hell yeah. That was my favorite moment. Hell yeah.
And you cannot tell me that The Miz is better than that. That The Miz can do that.
Oh, The Miz could. That's why he was 2-time Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, How long ago was that?
I want to say like 5 years back.
Yeah, that's 5 years ago. That was before he got the people's elbow from Snoop Dogg.
Oh, wait, is it the Snoop lying elbow? If that's the case,
No, he went back to Dog.
He went for the dog lying elbow. That's his new signature. The dog lying elbow. The most intellectual version of the people's elbow.
So yeah, you can't tell me that they're on the same level, you know? The whole tag team faction, I feel needs a lot more cohesiveness, because if they think that anybody's going to take the tag team titles away, that's not happening.
Well, think of it this way. I think it is going to happen, and here's why.
Okay.
So, you already know they finally got together and they finally agreed upon something. I was finally happy when Raw General Manager Adam Pearce and Nicholas Aldis from SmackDown, they actually agreed upon one thing, and I was very happy about. So they actually did a whole tag team tournament just for that.
I know.
For the first time ever, a 6-man tag team ladder match. Who does that?
Apparently they do.
Who does that? Think of it this way. You already have 12 guys trying to throw ladders, tables, chairs at each other just to open one ladder up, climb on top of the steps, just to grab those 2 belts out of there. This is going to be a hell of a fiasco, left and right.
Well, I mean, they got a. I don't know. I feel like watching these main events as of the last year has become repetitive and disappointing.
I could agree to that.
I feel like it's just going to be the same thing, the same person winning. It's going to be one hell of a show, don't get me wrong. But I swear to God, if the Judgment Day still wins these titles and retains, I might just shut off my TV there.
You will not shut off your TV, because the only time, and I'm going to tell you this, the only times that I will allow you, or he will allow you, and I will allow Daryl to shut down our TVs, is if Roman Reigns wins the goddamn title again.
Oh, I'll probably...
I will cancel my prescription to Peacock if that happens.
I would stab my eyes out with a fork.
God, I could just see us like do a video chat on Facebook at that moment, like the day after WrestleMania, and then we could just like go about it and say like, why? Hey, now you can actually see me in the ponytail with my hair frizzed out, all crazy from Sunday night, and I'm just gonna be like, this is disappointing.
You are a smart man, German. I'm gonna give you that, because the only way I'm not gonna turn off my TV is if we cast on. We do an actual cast of reactions to WrestleMania.
That would be dope. Why didn't I think about this sooner? This is awesome!
And I mean, if anything, it's probably good for you to see if someone gouged their eyes out with a fork.
Oh, I will bleep that out. I would have been like, no, don't do it! But I would say this, though. It's going to be a crazy, crazy thing. Now, I want to move on to something very, very sincere and very emotional, because I know for a fact that we've been waiting for Jey Uso to be his own superstar for a long time. And now that it's...
One more time, I know it's a sentimental topic to you, so give me 1 second, because Nico's trying to say something to me.
Here we go.
Yeah, please. Yeah, just get those. That's fine. Alright, now I will be uninterrupted. You were saying.
Shoot, if Pedro's a fan as you are, well, he might as well just join the cast.
Oh, he don't watch wrestling at all.
Fuck him.
He only watches it when it's a main event.
And when it's hockey time with the New Jersey Devils.
Oh, don't bring up the New Jersey Devils with him. He'll get on this thing quicker than anything to tell you how much they don't.
No New Jersey Devil podcast here. Oh, God.
If you want to talk anything about the Devils, you need to invite Finn to a podcast because I am not talking about the Devils.
No, I'm not doing that. This is WrestleCast. I'm sorry.
This is strictly wrestling.
It is strictly
Let's get to
wrestling.
it. So, sentimental, a topic that is very near and dear to your heart, very sentimental. What is it?
The final dream of Jey Uso's match with his brother. Because I want to know.
Jimmy's a joke.
Jimmy is a big joke. So
Like,
he's.
look at how Matt. Did you see Patrick B every time Jey Uso does his G dance? He is right there with him. I
Literally,
think there's one person that's going for Jimmy.
there's like nobody. And the fact of the matter was like with his thing with like no yeet, yeet, no yeet. And I'm over here looking at him and I'm like, shut up. You're the one that freaking ruined your brother's chance of winning Tribal Combat of SummerSlam of last year.
You know what? I like the whole yeet, no yeet thing because every time they hit each other, you just hear yeet, no yeet, yeet, no yeet.
And I hear that in the background, and I look at the crowd, and I'm like, "Are you serious now? Are you seriously doing this?" You know?
I like The Rock, but let's go to another topic for Rock.
Oh God!
He's not getting any more movies.
I want to save that for like the last minutes, though.
Because
What's the deal with the final boss?
the final boss, oh my God.
What is with the new nickname now?
Listen, I don't think he deserves the title of the final boss. If anybody deserves the title of the final boss, it should be Solo.
The secret final boss, yes. The alternative ending final boss, yes. Solo Sikoa.
Like, he needs to branch out on his own because the WWE is holding him back by keeping him a member of the. I'm so heated up.
No, and I agree with you. And I agree with you wholeheartedly.
God. They're holding that man back.
Now think of it this way. Remember when I told you before we started the cast, right? So I explained the fact that he is the quiet one, right? So he doesn't have to, and I agree with you on the topic of that he doesn't have to say much. But imagine when he starts speaking.
Well, remember the first time he actually spoke, how surprised people were?
Oh, everybody went crazy.
I feel like his next words are like after Roman, hopefully when Roman gets his ass handed to him, he's going to be like, you're no longer the tribal chief. and they jump him out.
And they beat him up, put him in, and just like told him in there, and he says, now you acknowledge me.
It's going to be a great day whenever that happens.
I can't wait for that to happen, mind you. It's going to be one hell of a colossal thing right now. All right, Mika, I'm going to give it to you.
We need Daryl here because he would be.
He's teasing. Well, this is what he's doing to you right now, and I can just feel it. He's teasing until he comes in on the last voting, and he says, Roman Reigns. You're going to be like, oh, hell no.
Acknowledge him.
And he's like, hell no. Hold me back. But I want to say this, though. I want to turn this over to you because I know for a fact that you've been very interested in this match for a minute, and I could just tell from the way that we already reposted so many inspirational quotes from all of our favorite superstars in the past. And I'm getting the feeling right now that Damage Control has been more crazier than normal.
You think? So the founder was kicked out. Hold on one second. Yes. They were good? Okay. Yeah, baby. Yeah, but Damage Control is unhinged. They are completely unhinged.
The fact,
And I already know. I know what's going to happen. I see it happening. The Dakota Kai barely wrestles, and yet she is the voice for Damage Control. Make it make sense.
I mean, I could tell you that much too. Like, if she's going to be the voice of Damage Control, obviously, which I understand that they've been in Japan for quite some while now before they actually got back to the States to surprise Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair back at what you call it, back at, oh god, was it SummerSlam or was it Money in the Bank? I don't remember.
I thought it was Elimination Chamber.
Is it Elimination Chamber? Maybe, I don't remember.
They're not that interesting. It's not that interesting anymore with Damage Control because it's always a numbers game.
Right, because when I think about it too, at that rate, it's just that I want to know, what do you think will be the case for Io Sky and then Bayley finally stepping out of the shadow now? She finally learned the fact that they've been plotting and making fun of her for God knows how long. And there has been disparity between them for months before the Royal Rumble.
You know, I think that Io's going to lose her championship, and I think that it's going to be a Bayley era. Because if anybody deserves it with as much work as she put into that group, if she could do it once, she could do it again. And I feel like the next new group that's going to be big is Naomi, Bianca, and Jade.
I can see that.
I think Damage Control is going to fall to the wayside, like many other books.
Oh, hell yeah. I can see that happening as well. If you think about it this way, too, right? I always assume for the best, right? Because I know for a fact that finally Bayley entered number 3 in the Royal Rumble. She finally got her chance to choose which championship she wants to face, right? She could have faced Rhea Ripley and proclaim that.
That wasn't going to amount to nothing. You know that.
Oh, yeah. I knew that for a fact. But, like, imagine this, right? Imagine if she did pick Rhea. And then it would be like the last resort and be like, yeah, all Damage Control will be the one holding everything, holding the dream and whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
But then they would betray her later if she did that.
You know, I'm done with Damage Control. I've been done for some time. They got my attention with the whole Bayley thing. But now that Bayley's not even in it anymore, I'm not even paying attention to them.
So, especially if Bayley's not even in there anymore, you already noticed the crowd's reaction.
Especially if Dakota Kai's the leader.
Here's my thing, right? Because with Dakota Kai, right, I don't see her as a leader as is yet. Because I know for a fact that, yeah, she does speak Japanese with English, obviously. And besides, Japanese is actually my third language now because I'm learning a lot from Duolingo.
Me too.
But como da, arigato, she is going to be a waistline right after that because the Kabuki Warriors have the championships.
Exactly.
Io Sky has a championship. What does she have?
She doesn't wrestle.
Exactly. Coming back from like
in a year
and a half, actually.
A year and a half.
So my thing is, why would you even bother considering wrestling again, knowing that Bianca Belair almost injured your knee again?
Because people don't learn.
And then she's gonna have this like serious face on, and she's like, "Oh, my leg, it's hurting me." Ah.
Oh, speaking of legs hurting, how about what happened with Ivy Nile and Candice?
Oh my God! What in the world happened with Candice LeRae?
She got her evil side out, man. I mean, just the way she's been acting, she's in her evil era.
I can see this happening like from a mile away, right? So I'll say this too, right? Because Johnny Gargano has been talking with like the rest of the producers and like the wrestler cast for many times too. It's just like at that point, if anything happens to her before like WrestleMania, it's already beyond my control. He hinted that she was gonna turn evil. And I'm like, damn, they already have a 3-year-old child too, mind you. So now, if that happens, then the daughter's gonna be like, Daddy, why was mommy evil?
Well, I mean, you could also say the same thing about Becky Lynch, freaking her daughter. Remember when she had to tell her daughter why Daddy was fighting Maui?
That was the greatest one. That was the best one. I said, "What is like, Daddy? Why? I mean, Mommy, why is Daddy fighting Mommy?" And then he had to nerve to quote the movie by talking about Mama Rose. And I said, "Bro, don't you dare talk about anybody's mother but Cody's. Please don't do that."
I don't know. I feel like they're just trying to bring back an era in wrestling that it's just gone.
Right. If you think it's been what?
Tommy and Dominic. They're trying to do Guerrero and China thing, you know?
No, but the one who's actually doing the Eddie Guerrero and China thing is definitely Dominic and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I know. Just I don't know. I feel like they made those things. Hold on, let's stop it. You need 5. I think we don't have 5. Alright. Anyway, I feel like they're disrespecting these legends by trying to replicate them.
It's annoying, right? Because at that point, right, they should respect the fact that like China doesn't wrestle no more, and the fact that Eddie died. Well, yeah, like wrestle no more because God took them away from us, you know. So, and then for the fact of the matter is that like Eddie had to go unexpectedly because of his health issues, so we already respected that out of anything, you know. And then for the fact that they want to do that now, despite that factor, I look at them and I was like, okay, you want to be more vile? You can't be more vile than that when he's trying to recover his roots from the Nation of Domination. When The Rock was a part of that group, I looked at him and I said, why are you trying to bring back your old jackets?
Well, again, and then look at how when The Rock was singing. Wasn't the last time The Rock did that whole serenade thing when he was like talking shit about Vicky Guerrero?
Oh God! Don't get me started. That shit was great.
You need to insert like something from that right now, because like, but it's not as good anymore because it's not genuine.
It's never genuine.
No, I'm saying like when he was roasting Vicky Guerrero, you felt it.
It was true though. It was true though. But the fact that like he had to put some like insults and everything to the song with Cody Rhodes and his mom, you don't do that shit. You don't do that at all.
That's like an unwritten rule that you do not talk about mothers
or family at that fact, right?
Well, you could talk shit about family. Look at Jimmy and Jay. You can talk shit about family.
Well, obviously, yeah, but I'm talking about like more lies of mom and dad, right? That's already like the by law thing. Don't talk about mom, don't talk about dad in the most disrespectful way ever, right? So if you think about it this way, right? When he mentioned his dad, his mom, his brother, his sister that's a cheerleader for the Dallas Cowboys, and then I'm looking at them and I'm looking at him and I'm like, why you even do that?
Oh, there's no point. There's no point. But I think The Rock is way too old to be doing the shit he does.
He's already like what? What is he like? 56, 58 right now?
Definitely past 50.
But he still looks fucking rocked for no reason too. I'm like, God damn, you still work out?
That's me, and I'm in my 20s.
Right, and he thinks that he's that age at that point. Because I'm looking at him now and I'm like, why do you even think that, you know?
Do you know how much that man eats?
He eats a lot. He eats a lot.
Look up how much he eats in meat and pancakes alone in one day.
Yeah, because his daughter drinks him for breakfast. Oh my god.
Oh. Let's segue to Sami Zayn and Gunther.
Oh god. Do you have to say it like that though?
What do you want me to say like Samantha?
Oh, I don't know. Stop it. It was like the ring.
No, that's Luke Kaiser.
No. The way she said.
She just copied me and then went ding ding ding.
I love it right now. I love that.
She's so ready for it.
I want the same energy that my son has when he sees it. You know what his favorite wrestler is right now?
Who?
The moment Cody Rhodes come out, he ran to the screen tapping.
Well, I mean, you hear his music?
Yes.
You could not whoa when that comes on.
Turn off the lights, about to blow. Whoa! And then the second line to that chorus had touched my heart, everything, because I know for a fact that my son's gonna learn that. The fact that the second lyric goes, and my father said, they're all not for trouble. And then that
song is so sentimental because of everything that we know.
It just brings out everything. And now for the fact of the matter is that he is now the cover of WWE 2K24 is beautiful right now.
I know. Isn't Bianca on it too?
Bianca and Rhea Ripley are in the deluxe edition cover, and then everybody is in the 40 years of WrestleMania cover. Which I love the fact that Becky Lynch was in the cover of that one because the women's main event of WrestleMania with the triple threat match for the championships is beyond insane, and I loved it.
And so, back on track
to Sami Zayn and Gunther, yes. We read ahead for memory lane right now.
Yeah, we just totally reminisced. But
oof. But I want to see, right, because they never faced each other before. Except in tag matches, mind you. And I really want to see Sami Zayn win this Intercontinental Championship.
Well, I think that this is a perfect chance for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
I would love... Yes! Yes!
We forgot about that triple threat, huh?
Oh my god, it was worth it was the most unintentional thing that could ever happen to me right now because I've been dying to talk about this topic for a minute.
What, how Logan Paul is a joke to the WWE and himself?
Oh, Jesus Christ, don't even get me started. So I'll say this, right? Out of all of the special guest wrestlers, mind you, right? So if you think about it this way, so Sami Zayn and Gunther is going to be a thing at this point. I want him to win that championship more than anything. Obviously, it's already going to be almost 2.5 years since Gunther has become the longest reigning WWE Intercontinental Champion. And he's actually the first to reign longer than anybody holding that title. Anyone. He's already in the books. He's already in the record icons.
So there's no reason to keep him going.
At that rate, no, because at the point of time, I always figured if he's going to keep doing it, what he was doing. If he wants to match the numbers like Hulk Hogan, it would take another 2 years to make sure that happens. But if you think about it this way too, it's like the number of title defenses that this man has been putting on. He's been putting on a great show doing it.
But Gunther barely wrestles too. He's turning into another Roman.
And that's what people are already being afraid of. But another Roman Reigns, no. And I'll say this for a reason.
Roman, if you tell me that Gunther don't need any help, that is a lie because he's had it.
No, I'll say this. He had help the first 5 months. Well, the first 6 months of his reign.
Yeah.
The first 6 months of his reign, he had help. But, unlike Roman Reigns, and I'm going to say this right now, if this bastard gets on and hears this combo, he is the...
His name enough. Maybe it's like a boogeyman thing. Maybe if we say Roman Reigns enough, he'll come on.
Yeah, right. Like, it's like, I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you. This man is active. And I'm talking about active in presence, active in shows, active in title defenses, and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
He's been going good.
I don't count him anymore as an Intercontinental Champion. Because you know why? Technically, he should have lost it to Chad Gable.
Right, and that's the thing I want to get to too. So, I wanted Chad Gable to win that Intercontinental Championship for a minute now. Like, and I'm talking about when he finally had his match the second time around. Like, I wanted him to win, because that was supposed to be his last shot before he could challenge anybody again.
I mean, like, I don't see how that could not counted since he technically did win.
Right, so if you think about it this way too, like,
the other way around, he would have won a championship.
Yeah, because then it would have been crazy about like doing everything else with Monday Night Raw for like the past like months now. He's been saying that like he needs to win the match, and then like now he's trying to warn Sami Zayn about like, oh yeah, can you do this? Can you like let me like join in the match? And then Adam Pearce has to go and say like, yeah, that can't happen until like then, so.
Yeah, but you know what? Chad Gable, he had some pretty solid words to say to Sami Zayn about fighting a different beast. He's been so used to fighting Roman, the same consistent beats, that Gunther compared to Roman in strength and intensity are two different things.
Right.
So, Sami Zayn being dismissive is the worst thing that he can do.
Yeah, because...
And I feel like that's going to lead to... I feel like he's going to lose due to that dismissiveness, and he's going to end up... I imagine he joined out, but I know it's never going to happen, but he's going to end up eventually going back to Chad Gable.
Yeah, because...
more about it.
So if you think... So say this, right? Say if Sami Zayn was to win the match against Gunther, you would think that like Sami Zayn wouldn't just come out. I mean, not Sami Zayn. You wouldn't think like Chad Gable would have come out and like issue a challenge already again and say like, yeah, I'm gonna be the next big thing, be the next champion all around, and I'm gonna look at him and I go, why?
I'm sorry, I think he deserves it.
I know he does. More than anything, he deserves it, and I absolutely agree with you. Now it's all the matter about like making sure that he gets everything done accordingly and try to execute it right.
Yeah, because I feel like they can only offer Sami Zayn so many opportunities before they stop offering them. Because it's been 2 years of opportunities,
Right. So then, like, first he had his chance, right? He had his chance to be
Yeah.
the undisputed tag team champion with Kevin Owens, and then look what the Judgment Day did. They interfered with their match, and then they freaking won because of the hounds that they are. They were basically group paddling them like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. But you know what I'm calling this WrestleMania? This is the WrestleMania of last chances.
Oh boy.
Because it's Cody's last chance. It's Sammy's last chance. It is,
Kevin Owens and Randy Orton's last
yeah,
chance.
definitely that. There's Becky Lynch's last chance, too.
Yeah, this is also our truth and the Miz's last chance. It's DIY.
I think our truth is going to have a chance. Another chance.
I can see that.
You see how strong that man is. The Miz, I don't think he'll ever have another chance.
Yeah, I don't think about that like either because I can see it as well, and then it's just beyond like insane. And I can say this too, right? So we'll jump into we're gonna definitely jump into the Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul, right?
You should have took the podcast that guy. It's the brass knuckles for me.
I don't want the brass knuckles to be involved in any matchup. If he does that shit again, it's a
He continues to do it. Didn't you see him go after freaking who was it last week?
Yeah,
It was Randy Orton.
Actually, no. He knocked out Kevin Owens before Pretty Deadly could get involved.
Oh yeah.
And then now all of a sudden, Nick Aldis says, "All right, now I have two of your opponents. I have Kevin Owens and I have Randy Orton. So there you go."
I think he tried to hide though.
Yeah, he was so stupid.
The minute he pulled out those knuckles and did what he did, he should have ran.
Oh yeah, I know he'll ran. He would have ran like nothing, like it's no tomorrow if you thought about it that way, you know. And I look at it now and I said, at that point, I already know for a fact that if Randy or Kevin Owens wins this match, Logan Paul will be no more. Goodbye, buddy. I will see you on YouTube.
No, do you know what I think I could see happening? And I really hope this doesn't. I think that his brother is eventually going to make his way to WWE.
Oh, Jake Paul, definitely. Hell yeah.
Right? He has a lot of clout already going on. You know that Logan Paul was just a popularity hire.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like popularity hire, and then he wants to say like prime.
He has talent. Don't get me wrong, he has some talent. But the fact that he can't win on his own without the help of brass knuckles or something else, that's the reoccurring theme if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, it's already the brass knuckles for me. I said, like, why would you even consider coming to WWE knowing for a fact that you're going to use that because you know for a fact that you're going to lose?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You might as well not compete.
But then it's the Chancletas and Correa Part 2. Now with Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee as the tag teams against Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio is going to be one hell of a match.
Yeah, but I also think that that's going to be the end of Dominic's Judgment Day days.
I can see it, and here's why. So think about it this way.
But I don't want that. But I think that's the only way he's going to be able to get a word out.
Is he going to get the word out?
No, I'm saying if he leaves the Judgment Day, I think he'll finally be able to speak. Maybe not a lot, but at least he'll be able to get one word out.
you imagine how many people still booing with the fact that like nobody wants to hear him speak?
Yeah, but I want to give him that chance to speak. I want to hear what he has to say. Because you know what, like, I mean, I know or his deadbeat daddy.
Hear him say deadbeat daddy, all that BS. I'm looking at him and I'm just like,
I just want to play. I just wish someone would have played the song that Austin Powers saying, "Daddy wasn't there."
Imagine.
Someone needs to play that song when he comes on, because like that's pretty much him in a nutshell.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be very, very awesome. But let's move to the fast last minute topic, and I'm talking about like maybe like 3 minutes on AJ Styles and LA Knight. What do you think about that one?
I think AJ Styles.
You really want to go phenomenal one after the fact that he left his OC to freaking like make a name for yourself?
I don't think he really left.
Dude, you know how many times Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson was talking to him, and even Michin?
Yeah, Michin.
Try to reach out to the poor guy. We understand his frustration. We understand that like, oh, he the bloodline like ruined his chance to get his championship, all that nonsense. But I guess if he wanted to get something done, he wanted to leave on his own.
He's not even going for the bloodline anymore. Now he's all over LA Knight.
For what reason, mind you?
And I get it. I get the reasoning.
Which obviously it makes sense because I get it, because I know for a fact that like he didn't make the cut because he basically got pinned by LA Knight because he stepped into his my God, what's his finishing move already? He basically just went straight through his BTS, and then that was it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you win some, you lose some. You gotta get over it. Like, look at Drew McIntyre. Can we segue to Drew McIntyre and CM Punk right now?
Oh God, he needs somebody's name to be on the T-shirt to sell.
That made me laugh.
That shit was great.
He has his name on 2 T-shirts. So.
I know, and it's amazing that they sell, so that way he could be popular again.
Well, I mean, that's because he trended on Twitter.
Oh yeah, he's doing that like nonstop, and then CM Punk just looks at him and says, "I don't have to wrestle, but I have a mouth."
Yeah, but I mean, is it really worth the investment? It's just like a male from toe to tie who's not wrestling.
Right,
they
but
might as well bring back AJ Lee.
Oh my God, if she returns, that will be the day. That would be the day that the entire women division will go crazy.
I will be backwards.
Now,
I was hoping she was going to return at the Rumble.
Yeah, I was praying on
but
that.
It turned out to be Naomi.
No, but I love that when Naomi came back, I said, "Girl, welcome back." Now get this.
Okay.
Super fast. Mm-hmm. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre.
Seth freaking Rollins.
It has to be.
Give him that. I mean, Drew McIntyre, he has a baby face. He's a baby face wrestler. Do you know he brushes his cat's teeth?
Oh, yeah. I've seen it.
I have nothing against it. I'm a cat lover. I'm a cat owner.
Right.
I mean, we can't look weak in these streets.
And I can say this, too. But my thing is, too, is that I don't want Seth to be super tired from his main event with fighting with Cody Rhodes against Roman Reigns and The Rock.
Are they on the same night?
If they are on the same night, then I can't wait.
Yay.
If it's gonna be like 2 separate nights, it will give them time to like recuperate and get things done.
All right, I want to make this really short. So I'm gonna I want to make this really quick. The Catch Republic.
Ooh, yes.
Yay or nay? I like Pete Dunne.
I love Butch's new identity right now. I love that more than
Well,
anything.
that was actually his OG identity.
No, because that's the thing too, right? I haven't watched NXT UK for a minute. So now because I've realized his origin at the time, that was his wrestler name before Sheamus recruited him.
Yeah, and then he turned to Butch. Like, I don't know. He should have stayed the same.
I know he should have.
I feel like there's another tag team that I mentioned before, another tag team where one person dominates and the other one kind of falls by the wayside.
I mean, I can say this too because I know Pete Dunne has done a lot more than the average.
He breaks fingers.
But Nathan Frazier, mind you. Or is his name, fuck. Tyler Bate, there you go. I almost said the wrong man's name. And they're both blonde. But this man actually has crazy athletic movements to his British style boxing, and it's insane.
Yeah, but we gotta also go back that boxing and WWE wrestling are two different things.
But
like, look at Ronda Rousey, how she didn't work out because she wasn't a good wrestler. She's a great MMA fighter, but she's not a good wrestler.
That could be Shayna Baszler. But hell no,
Shayna Baszler is a submission magician.
But she's both. She has both the background of MMA and wrestling.
But she's a good wrestler. She knows how to balance. There was no balance with Ronda Rousey.
But can we talk about the fact that how she almost sounds like the voice actor of Naruto?
Yeah, you could.
I could hear like at the bad superstars that she hears and looks at. She's like bleh.
She reacts.
She's like bleh.
She reacts. But no, Ronda Rousey, like she should have stuck to what she knew. Like, let's just switch off this topic because I'm just gonna get heated and I can't get my blood pressure up over somebody who don't even wrestle no more.
Don't even worry about it because we're gonna have a lot of that next week, definitely for sure, because there's a lot to talk about. Now,
there's gonna be a lot to talk about.
Let's do this. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. This has to be the most important match in history. This has to change the tides no matter what.
It is a very important match. You're absolutely right, but for who?
It has to be for Cody. It has to be for Cody.
Because you know what? For the fact that they brought up his father so many times, Paul Heyman, and The Rock. See, The Rock calls his dad like a drug and alcohol addict in his song.
Right, and the fact of the matter is that you want to like tarnish his soul so badly by beating the living crap out of him at the parking lot.
But they should have not brought Dusty Rhodes into it because you know what? Without Dusty Rhodes, half of these wrestlers, the great ones, look at Seth freaking Rollins, would not be as good as they are because they were under his wing. Even Roman Reigns.
Especially Roman Reigns. And even Dean Ambrose.
Exactly. To bring him up is a disrespect to his name, which is a common denominator in what WWE has done. Like I said before, this is a very passionate subject of mine because I've been realizing it.
Because my thing about it as well is the more important it will be for him to win that, it will take back everything that he said to anybody. And then he will come out and say, "You will never disrespect my family's legacy again." And that's...
I feel like they're rewriting history now.
Yeah, because if you listen to the beginning of his song, he literally says wrestling has more than one royal family.
Well, yeah, because that's how many people try to make it a thing, you know?
Right. Look at Stephanie and Triple H.
Yeah.
They're the royal family. Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. They have a family.
Let me tell you one thing. I'm going to bring up one popular thing that nobody has mentioned when it comes to WWE. Even the WWE itself has barely even talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk about a royal family, you've seen the movie Iron Claw, right?
Yes.
That's the royal family because they are all winners. They've all made their mark, even though they all ended tragically.
They had the royal blood right there, especially
That was the original OG royal family.
Especially Rob Van Dam. You can never forget him with the original OG Van Dam family running the show, like back in the 2000s.
Like, I know they do the Hall of Fame to pay homage to people. And did they take away, by the way, speaking of Hall of Fame, because it's coming up very soon.
I feel like the announcements of the...
They took away somebody's Hall of Fame rights. Put it down.
I think it would have been Brock Lesnar's Hall of Fame rights.
No. Didn't they offer Mike Rotunda?
They did.
To be offered, and then they took it away.
It was supposed to be Otunga's.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, they took it all away. Like they're not even listed anymore.
And I felt like that was very sad and very disappointing at the same time.
Exactly.
So now, I want to say this too, because I want to make sure that we are on the same topic as we are in for the main event, and we're going to close out the cast like this. Obviously, the tag team match between Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins versus The Rock and Roman Reigns has to be the ultimate decision maker. Which I already know for a fact. If Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins win this match, and I want them to, it will be a fair fight no matter what.
You think?
I want to say yes, and I want to say...
Solo's not going to pop up in a black hoodie?
Now, I'm going to say this too, and it's going to be very weird and very intriguing. What if it's not one of the Bloodline members that interrupts the match?
Then who do you think would it be? Because someone's definitely going to interrupt the match.
Who recently just got a contract with the WWE in the women's division?
Why would she, though?
His wife.
Wife. I don't think so.
Just to have Cody Rhodes win?
Naomi's got her own business to worry about.
That's the wrong woman, honey.
Oh, which one? Wait, whoa. Whoa.
When I say to help Cody Rhodes win, whose woman am I mentioning?
Becky, whoa, hold on, wait. Are we talking about the tag team or the one-on-one?
The one-on-one.
Wait, she just got signed?
Oh yeah, Brianna Rhodes is coming to wrestling, baby.
Randy Rhodes?
Randy Rhodes is coming to wrestling.
I don't think she can. They don't get involved in men's matches, except they don't do anything.
But here's the thing. Now, if they lose the tag match, which is okay, if it's gonna be anything goes, hear me out, and this will be interesting. How many wrestlers has been wronged by the Bloodline, and they're gonna be the ones to invade the match?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that that's happened. It wasn't the last anything goes with the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm. and then the Judgment Day won because they got involved.
Yeah, because of the numbers. It's insane. I don't know. Anything to do with the numbers game, it just puts my whole blood pressure up. But I think it's just cringe.
But if it's everybody against the bloodline,
I think that the whole male locker room will come out, including AJ Styles and LA Knight, and the Viper himself.
and freaking Andrew McIntyre and Logan Paul and his brother Jake Paul, then John Cena.
They'll be there, you just can't see them.
But that's my thing. I really wanted to think of it that way because if that was the case, if those predictions are correct, and if it's anything goes, and then everybody is helping Cody Rhodes win, will be a dream.
Win if everybody helps you.
Oh, hell yeah.
No.
I mean, think about it.
Okay. Yeah, but if he gets his title, he's not going to keep him.
No, because then Cody Rhodes would be the one to say that, listen, now I'm going to be the fighting champion, just like my partner Seth Rollins, and then he's going to be the one defending everything. All right. Let me take your pressure off the steam for a minute.
Please.
Because I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Wow, for the past hour into the cast and he has not shown up. That's fantastic.
I know.
It's insane. But we're going to clear off here and hopefully I'll get somebody else to join us because this has to be like a group topic thing. And I love the fact that it's an argumentative thing.
We're like on the same page for most things. We need an objective part.
And then he just sits there and goes like, oh, I'm busy. What do you mean you're busy? We agreed to this.
We talked about this.
All right, so I'm going to end the cast because I got to run to the pharmacy run for my mother. But I want to thank you, Nika, for taking your time with me for like an hour before the show. I really appreciate it because by the time that we start the show, we're going to be reviewing everything from WrestleMania week. It's going to be amazing.
It is.
This is last chance. I want to make it the best that it can, and it has to be basically everything that we dreamed of. So let's see what happens. We're going to have a lot to talk about either next Wednesday, because this is definitely going to be a thing right there.
Yeah, Wednesday is definitely good.
Wednesday is a fantastic deal. All right, so thank you, Nika, for joining me. I really appreciate it. Guys, if you enjoy this podcast as much as I ever did, make sure you guys leave a like and share it with your friends. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, enable the bell notification so that way you guys know when the next time we upload. We upload almost every single day, week, month, depending on what it is. We do our best to deliver the best content for you guys possible because I love you guys. I care about you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also look at all the social medias that we have posted there. And you can definitely follow us for our stories and especially reposts of everything wrestling. So everything's going to be awesome right there. So until next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Don't be a drag. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.